Narendra Modi is likely to be officially named the BJP's prime ministerial candidate tomorrow. For the last 48 hours, there has been intense speculation on when the announcement will be made. It seemed it could have been made even today. This now means that LK Advani, the senior statesman of the BJP, who has consistently opposed Modi's elevation, has decisively been overruled. But Advani may not be alone. There are indicators that several senior leaders, including Sushma Swaraj and Murli Manohar Joshi, may have strong reservations. The big question is how far and how long they will continue to oppose Narendra Modi. NDTV's group editor Barkha joins us now. Barkha, just a few hours back there was intense speculation that it was just perhaps a matter of hours before the announcement was made. Are you now hearing that it may not take place today?
Well, Vishnu, I think our news had always focused on the fact that it would take place within 24 hours and the modalities were still being worked out. We are now hearing that Rajnath Singh is involved in a series of consultations with individual leaders today, and he will be meeting Sushma Swaraj later this evening. This is a crucial meeting because Sushma Swaraj is one of those senior leaders in the BJP who has opposed Modi's elevation before the assembly elections. He has, of course, had an unsuccessful meeting already with LK Advani, where Advani has protested fiercely against the elevation of Modi at this point. However, we can confirm to you, and we broke this news in the morning, that Modi's elevation is certain. That decision is taken, irrespective of what LK Advani has said, irrespective of what Sushma Swaraj has said, irrespective of the opposition from leaders like Murli Manohar Joshi. The party president has made up his mind. Now it's a question of modalities. Here's the problem with announcing it at a parliamentary board meeting. The problem is that LK Advani has conveyed to Rajnath Singh that if a parliamentary board meeting is called, Advani will come and express his opposition. That opposition could be expected from other anti-Modi leaders as well, like Murli Manohar Joshi and Sushma Swaraj. Because the BJP is not keen on a showdown at this parliamentary board meeting, we are being told that if Rajnath Singh fails to create consensus, he could make the announcement of Modi's coronation directly. In other words, the party president bypasses the parliamentary board, calls a meeting of the press, and simply announces Narendra Modi as the party's prime ministerial candidate. Either way, it's now a case of a few hours. We are now being told that this announcement could come tomorrow afternoon after Rajnath Singh finishes a series of meetings with top leaders, especially those who have opposed the anointment of Narendra Modi.
Barkha, would it therefore seem that the meeting with Sushma Swaraj is essentially a formality? A decision has more or less been taken by Rajnath Singh. It's just a question of when the announcement will be taken.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's what we've been saying all day now, that the dissenters have been bypassed and that decision has been taken. Rajnath Singh has made up his mind. There's no longer a case of if but when, and even the when has now narrowed down to a window of 24 hours. We're expecting this announcement sometime between 12 and 4 tomorrow. One BJP leader saying 70% chance of this announcement coming tomorrow. But there is no question mark anymore that Modi will be the prime ministerial candidate. That decision is taken.
Where does that leave other leaders? Where does that firstly leave LK Advani? Where does that leave Sushma Swaraj? What about Shivraj Singh Chauhan? What about Nitin Gadkari? What about leaders like this who are opposed in a sense or quite clearly to Narendra Modi's elevation?
Well, at the moment, Vishnu, it leaves LK Advani quite isolated. So the fact of the matter is that the pictures outside LK Advani's house tell their own story. There are no leaders pouring in to meet him. We should also rewind ourselves to the fact that the Goa conclave, when Narendra Modi was first elevated, at that time too LK Advani had stayed away from the conclave, and the party went ahead and elevated Narendra Modi. In any case, the next day Advani resigned from all party posts, and then he took back all those resignations. So the fact of the matter is, it's not that the anti-Modi camp is not substantive. It has a number of reasonably substantive leaders, not just Advani, but as I said, Sushma, Murli Manohar Joshi, Nitin Gadkari, among them. Shivraj Singh Chauhan has been a little more careful. When media reports suggested that he had actually said that he might lose 40 seats in Madhya Pradesh if Modi's announcement comes now, he issued a denial saying that he had no problems with the anointment of Modi. Officially, very few people are saying anything. But behind the scenes, there is an anti-Modi camp, but that anti-Modi camp at the moment, we have to say, does not have the support of the BJP cadre. And one BJP leader even told me that if the parliamentary board has divisions, then this could be put to vote at the National Council, and the anti-Modi camp would have to confront the overwhelming support for Modi in the cadres of the BJP. So I think that we needn't anymore question whether Modi will be anointed or not. Like I said, a 70% chance at that announcement early tomorrow afternoon, and if not tomorrow, then certainly before the end of the week.
And therefore, does this mean the end of the era of LK Advani politics within the BJP?
Well, that's what Sushil Kumar Modi, in a sense, said today, didn't he? And that is significant, that you now have a BJP leader openly criticizing the patriarch, as it were, of the BJP, the man who built the party, and on the back of his Rath Yatra, gave it the strength it had in Parliament. The BJP started off as a party that had 2 seats in Parliament in the 80s. Now, the point, Vishnu, is also the ironies of history. It was the same LK Advani when the Gujarat riots took place at a conclave in Goa, who had basically said that Modi should be retained as chief minister when Atal Bihari Vajpayee wanted him to step down. It is the same LK Advani who once represented the hardline face of the BJP, and Vajpayee was the moderate face. Now it seems that Advani is trying to position himself as the moderate and trying to project Modi as a hardline face. But his protests at the moment being bypassed and not getting any play within the larger hierarchy of the BJP. Let's also not forget that the RSS is a key say in this. The RSS has never really had a comfortable relationship with LK Advani now for a few years, and the RSS had put its stamp of approval on Modi, and that announcement now, as we said, probably expected tomorrow afternoon. In percentage terms, the BJP leader is saying to me, by 70% chances are that tomorrow by about early afternoon, you will know who the BJP's prime ministerial candidate is.
Barka, thanks very much for joining us with those details.